Am I the a-hole for not telling a vegan mom that the candy she stole from my kids and was eating wasn't vegan? This happened on Halloween and the day following. My neighbor, 38F, super vegan, has two kids. I, 26F, also have two kids. My apartment complex didn't do traditional trick or treating on Halloween. Residents were advised to set out prepackaged individual candy bags on their patios' front door areas if they wanted to participate, but the traditional knock-on-door, physically hand strangers candy was not permitted. So Halloween comes and the kids are all dressed up, and each building has a scheduled time where the kids go door to door. I ended up having to work late, so my neighbor offered to walk my kids around with hers at our building's scheduled time. About 45 minutes later, my kids came home with a small bucket of candy, 6 little goodie bags each from individual apartments that participated. Everything was fine, and my kids didn't say anything. Weird had happened. They were just excited to eat candy once they got home. The next day, I took my kids to the park directly across from our apartment complex. My neighbor was there with her kids as well. The kids were playing, and she took out one of those individual goodie bags with candy in it from her purse and started to loudly rummage in it. She ate several pieces of candy, and my daughter eventually noticed, ran up and asked if she could have a piece. And my neighbor responded, "Nope, this is my tax candy, remember that. This was my reward for taking you trick-or-treating last night." I was a little weirded out by that statement and asked what she meant. She said that since she is the one who had to take the kids out, she took 5 bags from each of my kids as a tax. Her son then chimes in and said, "You only took 2 bags from us." She responded with, "But I'm your mom. I was doing a favor, so they get a higher candy tax." I was thinking about how to respond when I noticed that she was holding a Starburst candy and decided to just smile and nod and go back to watching my kids. I let her continue to finish off the bag of candy and then said, "Hey, aren't you vegan? You know, a lot of those candies are made with animal products, right?" I explained what gelatin was and how a lot of those candies are made with it. She was horrified, Googles it, and then told her kids that they were leaving. She said something about how she was going to be sick and stormed off. Now she's giving me dirty looks every time we see her and won't let her kids play if she shows up at the park and we are there. My husband thinks I'm in a hole because I should have either not said anything about the gelatin or said something right away. When I noticed, I don't think it's my job to tell a vegan what is and isn't vegan, though. And she deserved it for stealing candy from little kids.